Ross? Ross? Yes, Your Honor. May I inquire?
Yes.
Good evening, Mr. Bancroft.
Good evening.
So, I have a pretty interesting question for you. Why didn't you report Covington and his associate to the other members? That would basically guarantee you a vote.
What do you mean guarantee me a vote?
I mean, if you had showed good judgment and reported Covington and his associates, then you...
Objection, Your Honor. Opposing counsel is testifying, and additionally, I ask that he move so I can see my own witness.
Well, if you could move just a little bit, Counselor, that would be great. And he can testify. This is cross-examination.
But
You objected to?
yes, if I may be heard further, Your Honor.
Yes.
Opposing counsel is not just testifying, Your Honor, he's speculating as to what possibly could have happened to hypothetical situations, and that's something he's simply not allowed to do.
So, would you like to amend your objection to speculation objection?
Yes, Your Honor.
May I rephrase, Your Honor?
Yes.
Thank you.
Motion to strike any part of that question that may have come under the record.
Yeah, we'll go ahead.
Thank you.
In your mind, did it not make sense to have reported Covington instead of going along with this plan?
Objection, Your Honor. I rephrase my objection to speculation. He's asking the witness to talk about what might have been happening in Chase Covington's mind.
Your Honor, I was asking what was happening in his mind.
I agree. Objection overruled.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. Do you need me to repeat the question?
Yes, please.
Why didn't you report Covington and his associate instead of going along with the plan?
Well, see, it was not to my initial intention to go through with the plan. I simply tried to quell the requests of Chase Covington by passing them. Afterwards, like I said, I couldn't go through with it. But once I felt like my own safety was in danger, being that along with the just heated passion of Mickey Keenan, I felt like I had to go through that. I was extremely pressured into it, and when you're extremely pressured on the spot like that, contacting the authorities isn't always your initial response. And I was backed into a corner. I really had no idea what to do.
So, you said that Covington had come into the room after Keenan went to the bathroom?
No, I never testified to anyone going to the restroom.
You said Keenan had left, and then when Keenan left, Covington had come in, and then you told Covington that you could not go through with it, and then Covington had left, and then Keenan came back in, red-faced and angry, yelling at you.
Would I be able to further specify? I believe you have the situation.
Please do, please do.
Okay, so within this situation, I was told to go into the VIP room by Mickey Keenan. When I was in the VIP room, I was supposed to wait for Chase Covington to come in, and then when Chase Covington came in, the bribe would occur. However, once I entered the VIP room and waited for Chase Covington, I felt like something wasn't right. I knew that it was wrong. When I saw Chase Covington, I knew I had to back out. So I told Chase Covington, I'm sorry, this just is not how I do business, and I felt confident enough to propose that when Mickey Keenan was out of the room. I sent Chase Covington out, Chase Covington left.
Okay.
I waited at the gambling table, and then Mickey Keenan reappeared in the VIP room. This is when Mickey Keenan was very angry. Mickey Keenan never used the restroom.
In the VIP room?
In the VIP room.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're saying that you guys met in the VIP
Objection,
room?
Your Honor. I asked opposing counsel allow my witness to finish explaining the situation that opposing counsel might have misunderstood originally.
Yes, go ahead. Continue speaking.
Thank you. So that's when Mickey Keenan reappeared in the VIP room, and she was absolutely livid. I mean, she grabbed me by my suit lapel and said that she's a member of the Midlands Gambling Commission, and that as a CEO of a casino, she can make my life hell. And so at that point, I thought that my whole business was at risk. I had no idea what to do. I mean, this is a business that I inherited from my father. I have a huge responsibility to upkeep the Black Bear Casino. I didn't know what to do, so I went after Chase Covington, and I handed her the briefcase. She just smiled and said, "Pleasure doing business with you."
And that's your testimony here in court today?
That is my testimony.
Okay. Your Honor, I would like to refer to the affidavit of both Mickey Keenan and, may I confer with counsel for a moment, Your Honor?
Yes, you
Thank
may.
you, Your Honor. Okay. Mr. Bancroft.
Objection, Your Honor. Opposing counsel is using, I believe what is Mickey Keenan's affidavit, something that my witness is not familiar with and not his statement.
Counselor, what exactly are you planning to do with this?
Your Honor, I'm merely trying to point out the fact that he is not in the place that he said he was, and the events that he said transpired did not indeed transpire. He was not in the VIP room when Covington left. He was at the bar. Covington left from the bar and came back to the bar. And then he went into Mr. Bancroft went into the VIP room where Covington was already seated, and he met Covington at the VIP table.
Your Honor, firstly, opposing counsel cannot read an affidavit onto the record. That's testifying to facts not in evidence. Additionally, there is no prior inconsistent statement because this is not a statement made by Mr. A.B. Bancroft. This is, for all we know, the statement made by, presumably, Officer Keenan. I don't even know whose affidavit opposing counsel is currently holding, but you can't prove anything with an affidavit that's not my witness's.
Your Honor, according to the case law, it says, it's
What case will you
from the case law may take a second to find it. Exactly.
Real quickly, very quickly, this is dragging on.
I misspoke, Your Honor. It's in the special instructions.
Can I have a moment of the court's time to find the special instructions? Oh, sorry. Prepare.
And on the,
We don't have that, what special instruction?
We don't have that.
I have a copy I
Can
can
you provide us
provide.
with a copy of that?
Your Honor.
Thank you.
you guys have
Do you, no, I'm sorry, we only have, you have an extra copy.
Can we just see it, just so we
Yeah.
can make sure we don't have it?
Yes.
Yeah. We do not
Yeah,
have
we do
that.
not.
Okay, we'll give this back to you. What do you need to, what are you referring, Counselor?
second page, case materials, number 5.
Okay.
It says Bancroft and Covington materials. Since Bancroft does not have an affidavit to report,
Your Honor, I'm sorry, but these are not case materials.
Hold
They're-
on, just let him, if he could, if opposing counsel could please just go through this, and then I'll allow you the opportunity to say something.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm trying to find it, or verbatim, Your Honor.
Counselor, I don't see anything in here that references at all how you can use an opposing witness's affidavit.
These
It
are,
states that since they do not have an affidavit, Your Honor, that you can use other affidavits to impeach the witness.
Well, and I think this is what opposing counsel is referring to. By all means, you can use them, but you cannot read them
verbatim for them.
verbatim from the record. If you would like to impeach Mr. Bancroft here based on previous testimony or called it into question, you're more than free to do so, but
Okay,
in
Your Honor.
terms of reading off of an affidavit, that's not allowed in the objection is to stay.
Okay, Your Honor.
Motion to strike any testimony or question that may have come onto the record.
Yes, it'll be so strict.
Thank you.
Would you like your pass on this question?
Yes, please.
Mr. Bancroft,
Yes.
Mickey Keenan and Corey Hyde both saw you at the bar. Mickey Keenan has not stated in the past, correct? They saw you at the bar. You were at the bar with them.
I cannot testify as to what they saw.
Okay, I'll rephrase. Were you at the bar with Mickey Keenan and Corey Hyde on the day that you bribed Chase Covington?
Yes, I was.
Are you saying today in court that Covington came to the bar?
No,
No,
that was never my testimony. My testimony was that I was in the VIP room and that is where I met with Chase Covington. But I did speak with Mickey Keenan before that meeting at the bar. You're simply restating what I have already testified.
So you've held 3 meetings that Keenan was present for, correct?
Well, could you please state those 3 meetings?
The meeting that took place between you, Hyde, and Keenan.
Yes.
The second one on the 31st that took place between you, Keenan, Hyde, and Covington.
Yes.
And then the third and final meeting that took place on the 16th between you and Hyde, or you, Hyde, and Covington. No, I'm sorry, not you, Hyde, and Keenan, that Covington was not present for. Correct.
I believe you have my timeline all misconstrued. Now, the meeting that I was referring to was the meeting where the deal went down. The meeting at the bar, that was way before the initial meeting between the 4 of us.
Backtrack to the first meeting between you, Keenan, and Hyde.
Yes, that was the one where Chase Covington did not show up.
That was the first time that you had met Keenan, correct?
Yes, but I did not meet Chase Covington at this meeting. Chase Covington never showed up.
But you knew Covington beforehand.
Well, of course, I had spoken
Okay, yeah.
to Covington over the phone about my proposal.
Okay, so the first time you went into the VIP room with the briefcase was on the 16th of April.
Well, yes.
Okay. And you
This
sat
was
next to
long
Covington.
after.
And you sat next to Covington.
Yes.
Okay. And Keenan was not present when you bribed Covington.
Keenan was not. Keenan
Keenan
was
was not.
outside. Keenan told me to go inside. I've already gone through this a number of times. I could restate it if you'd like.
Okay. So, you all had also asked Danny Hoy, about the security.
Absolutely. I mean, I was pitching a new proposal for a new casino. If this information was to be leaked to the public, what good would my private proposal do?
You asked him specifically about the blind spots.
Yes. At this
Okay.
point,
And these are also the blind spots that you sat in on the day in question.
of course, I mean,
Okay.
I was
No
spoken
further questions,
to.
Your Honor.
Objection, Your
Thank
Honor. Allow that my witness be allowed to finish the question, the answer to the question opposing counsel asked before cross-examination comes to a close.
The witness finished a lot of questions there that were exceedingly long, so I'm going to overrule that
Yes, Your Honor.
cross-examination, so. You have to read it right?
No